Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening? It's your brother, Sega Man, and my man, DJ Ek Tuckmaster. I told you I'd be back the next day with a podcast with one of my Xbox brothers that been rocking out with the Xbox Power podcast since day one. Been through the name changes, everything, been through other different people off and on the show. DJ Ek Tuckmaster is here with me, man, and we're going to chop up some game about what's going on with Sony. Is Sony in trouble? Is the PlayStation in big trouble? Well, guess what? Me and Tuck are going to give you our thoughts and opinions about it. I did invite Brother Hebot. I did invite Brother E-Rock. If they can't come, that's fine. Me and Brother Tuck are going to entertain you for about an hour and a half. Take it because I got to go to work. But we had to do this. What's up, Adidas 20? First brother on deck. What is up, brother? A big supporter of the Xbox gaming community. Adidas 20, man. I be seeing him all over, man. All over the great Xbox podcasters that are out there rocking Xbox. We're celebrating right now. But on the other hand, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. But before we do that, let me introduce my brother, DJ Tuckmaster. Hey, Tuck, man, tell the Xbox family and Xbox gaming community, bro, where they can find you.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy DJ Tuckmaster 785, the original pony killer.
Yes.
I can't stand ponies. I know they can't stand me, but my channel is DJ Tuckmaster. But I go under Xbox line. I mean the Xbox Lions dens too.
Yes, sir.
So you can find me there. Just hey man, let's just get this thing rolling, man.
Yo, man, and I want to shout out my brother Tuck again. Check out the Lions Den. Tuck just pops up and does them. When he feels like he needs to say something, bro, he just pops up and do it. If you see him, subscribe to Tuck. Give him a like and check out the Lions Den because our brother Tuck really be flowing, man. When we're all together and everything, and when Tuck's by himself, he just be flowing, bro. Tuck knows exactly what he's talking about, brother. When it comes to Xbox and Xbox gaming, he's been out here since day one on the lines. He's a general out here, just among some of them that are out here in the Xbox gaming community, man. So we're going to get into it right now. Tuck, let's address, man, the elephant in the room. Now, brother, Tuck, what is going on with Sony PlayStation right now, bro? What's going on, man? What's going on with them? They're in big trouble, Tuck. They're in some huge trouble. What's going on, Tuck? Give me your thoughts and opinions, my man.
Well, Mr. 100 said they're in a big reboot. They're in a big reboot stage.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, we talking about there's nothing to reboot. I mean, the only thing they changing is they, instead of having two CEOs, they just going to one COO and going to one president.
Yeah.
I mean, they still kept the guy. What's his name? They still kept him. We're just gonna have a let's roll on what's going on now. So let's get this straight. As far as I'm concerned, there's no such thing as a reboot for what Sony is doing. If Sony was so doggone great, like I tell people, if they so great, why are they struggling? Why they get now they got 75 million systems out there? But what can you talk about? How they can you say you got 71 million out there and you hardly play any games? You hardly play any games.
Thanks for the support, others.
Yeah, but yet again, here go Xbox. Xbox doing everything for gaming. I get into this thing with the Switch 2. Man, please, the Switch 2 ain't that much to me. My friend gonna ask me, well, you don't enjoy gaming? I said, no, it's just the fact that I know that I'm not gonna play it, and I know it's not for me. I'm not gonna buy no Switch 2 if I know it's not for me.
Right.
And if all these games go to all these systems, that Microsoft's is planning on doing, what's the whole point of having a Switch? I mean, let's be serious.
I can hear you. I hear you.
I mean, we know the only thing that Nintendo's gonna do is do what they do all the doggone time. Make their games, you play them. Make their games, you play them. Now, the only thing what I'm saying about the Switch 2 is that I know they're gonna try to get other revenues. They're trying to get other things on their platform, like Madden or something like that. I mean, and they need to, because, like I said, at the end of the doggone day, exclusives just not doing it no more. You just can't be exclusive no more and just think that you're gonna. Nintendo got a good situation on their hand, but eventually, like I said, and E-Rock, how you doing, man?
Brother E-Rock, what's up, brother?
Well,
hey,
anyway,
what's going on,
on here, man.
Can you hear us, Brother E?
I can hear you.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Man, y'all guys got more podcasts going on than
well, you know what? This is great.
But the thing about it is, fellas, how far Nintendo can go? How far can Nintendo and PlayStation go with these gimmicks? All they do is they play a lot of gimmicks, and these people, they so hard-headed and so damn dumb to realize what Xbox, Microsoft, Game Pass, software, all in one is doing for gaming.
Who cares?
Trying to make gaming survive.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
And they don't give a care. They rather go out there and play. They rather go out there and pay for games than actually enjoy games. And the thing that it is, and let's just be truthful about the whole damn matter. If you think about it, if it wasn't because of the Game Pass, the industry would have been gone a long time ago, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
because all these small developers, they wouldn't be surviving because people wouldn't be buying their games.
Right.
They wouldn't. So it's just the bottom line. So I just want to hear from what y'all got to say about it too. Now let's go.
First, let me introduce my brother. We're all started, man, with the Exile podcast. My brother, the Don King of Xbox, E-Rock X. What's up, brother E? What's going on, my man?
Hey guys, what's up, man? I saw Sega Man and Tuck Broadcasting. He sent me a link. I figured I'd join in. You've been busy this week, Sega Man. This is like what?
Man, we gotta give these niggas the work, bro. Look, it's a wrap. Look, if they buy TikTok, nigga, it's a wrap. It is a wrap, man. In the bag. I mean, it's a wrap. And Tuck just told me too, and I heard last night, E, that they're the biggest publishers. That Microsoft is on top, bro.
Yep, that's right. That was the plan. Nobody understood it. Not even me. Not myself. I fought against it as much as the next person. Oh man, don't put Sea of Thieves on PlayStation. Don't put this on PlayStation. But this is exactly why I don't run a multi-billion-dollar company or trillion-dollar company, because when you take your emotions out of it and get out of that console war bubble,
it make a lot of sense.
60% of the fucking gaming media and these fanboys, and even these Xbox fans like D-Batch, they're still stuck in the console war. And Unlimited Production said it best. We said two things 4 years ago in the Exile podcast. Unlimited Production said we're not in the console war anymore. We're in the content war.
Yep.
And I said 4 years ago in the Exile podcast that the paradigm has shifted in gaming. And what I mean by the paradigm is the way we do things, the order of business in gaming has changed. Before, in previous generations, the order of business was as Reforged Gaming. I didn't even know who Reforged Gaming was, but he has a lot to say on the subject. According to the past, what's always been for the 5th, 6th, 7th generation is you have console exclusives, and console exclusives get you to buy the console. But now we're in an age where people just want the games. They don't give a fuck what console it's on. Nintendo is always going to appeal to their audience. Parents, 12-year-old kids, 11-year-old girls, and that odd, lonely 55-year-old dude in his grandmother's basement, fucking keyboard caked up with semen and cum and, cookie crumbs laying all over the place. Nintendo is always going to appeal to that audience. These motherfuckers who refuse to grow up and are going to play Mario and say Princess Peach literally decade after decade, right? PlayStation's audience is diminishing. I don't care how many consoles they say they shipped, because they're not sold. Shipped. I don't care. The veil of smoke and mirrors is gone with Sony, and we see who they are now. Every move they've made this last 4 years has told us who they are. Not being able to buy Activision, Jim Ryan, lying and crying Jim Ryan, flying around the world in 80 days to stop the Activision deal. They did not want this happening because they knew what has now happened was going to happen. Microsoft is now the biggest third-party publisher on the planet. And it is what it is, man. And no matter how many videos that Debotch makes about Xbox is dead, no matter how many videos Dreamcast guy makes about Xbox is dead, Sega Man just said it himself and Tuck in their own way. Xbox right now is keeping the industry alive. I never thought I'd see a day where PlayStation would have no games. No games. But this is what happens when your strategy the last 4 years has been to pay $500 million for timed exclusivity. This is what happens when you pay $500 million to keep Final Fantasy off of other consoles. You don't have any money to buy Activision. So, what are you gamers up? What's going on, Ray McDougal? What are you gamers upset about? What are you upset about? Why are you upset because PlayStation played themselves? Nintendo's going to always do what they're going to do. We all heard that the Switch 2 has about as much power as an Xbox One back in 2013. So they're always going to be technologically behind the curve. They're always going to be like 2 generations behind the other consoles, right? So they're going to do what they're going to do. PlayStation, as you could see in Sega Man's title, PlayStation's in trouble. And instead of the PlayStation audience, instead of the media acknowledging this shit, Deploy 619, they keep their head in the sand. They ignore what's going on. They ignore the fact that PlayStation has had, by my count, I could be wrong, seven executive guys in charge leave in the last 13 years. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's been a revolving door. Sean Layton, Herman Hulst, Jim Ryan. I forgot who the fuck else. It's just been a revolving door. And in business, we always look to revenue, profits, and is there turnaround and turnover in management? And when there's turnover in management like that, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. That is a company that's in trouble. Microsoft, Xbox has had one guy in charge the last 12 years, Phil Spencer. And they've done an incredible job. They continue to do an incredible job. Gaming has changing. The paradigm, the way we do business is changing. All of this Genesis does what Nintendo shit. This is not 2000. This is not 1996. And Xbox is poised to make all the money because while you guys are sitting over there in PlayStation land clapping and thinking you got a W because hey, we could play all your games on PlayStation. Hey, we could play Indiana Jones on PlayStation. You're paying $70 for every Xbox game. That's $70. It goes to Microsoft and the Xbox to get me, Sega Man, and Tuck more games for free on Game Pass. Who's winning? Who's winning? Listen, PlayStation fans. Listen, Colin Moriarty. Listen, PlayStation Media. There is no W in this for you. You hear me, Sega Man?
Yep.
Do you hear me, Miguel? There is no W in there in this for them. It's nothing but an L.
Add to that. You remember a while back? Let me ask you this. You remember a while back they always saying like, why should you want to buy Xbox? Now the thing that it is, why the hell should you want to buy a PlayStation?
Exactly. Why the hell should you want to buy a PlayStation now?
Yep.
Knowing that you got the option to do what? 3 things. Either get the Game Pass. You don't have to buy Xbox. If you have an Xbox, fine. If you got a PC, fine. But if you want to go to like your tablet or your phone, fine. And the good thing about the Xbox, you either, we got a thing called a Game Pass, people. We got a thing called a Game Pass. So every game that we get that comes to the Game Pass, we either do one or 2 things. And this is just the truth. Either we buy it, or either we just play it on the Game Pass, or either we can wait for a sale for the game to come out. But this is the big kicker. If you got a Game Pass, and like let's say Evolve is gonna come out next month, right? And you want to play the game maybe like 5 days early, they give you a discount. So instead of you paying like $69, You might be paying $35 or $40 for it. That's the advantage right there. And that's one thing they don't get. That's one thing they would never get. And help them, God, that if they don't realize it by now, they never will realize it. Xbox is Microsoft Xbox Game Pass, and they are the top dogs now in gaming right now. So hey, you can't beat them.
We have an old saying. Well, I have an old saying out here in West Philadelphia. If you want to stay asleep, I'm not going to wake you. I'm going to let you sleep. I'm not going to let you know that Save a Lot has cheaper food than fucking Wegmans. I'm not gonna I'm not going to let you know that the gas station down the street has cheaper gas than the gas station uptown. I'm not going to let you know. Like if you want to be asleep like that, like Reforge Gaming, he says that Game Pass is not a good deal. He says that he'd rather pay $70 for his games. This is the logic, or better yet, the denial of these people who they can't let Xbox gamers or Xbox have any kind of win. So my thing is, guys like Reforge Gaming and these PlayStation fans, if you want to keep paying $70 for games,
go right ahead.
Like I said, I'm gonna let y'all sleep because I mean Xbox didn't drop like what 10 games in Game Pass just this month. This is just fucking January.
Sniper Elite's out today.
Yeah, Sniper Elite's out today. Something called
I'm playing it right now.
Yeah, something called Eternal Strands.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm going to play all these games. Something called Orcs Must Die 3. I'm not saying I'm going to play. I'll try these games. I'll see if I like them, and we move on. This is just this, guys. Listen to me. This is just January. Xbox is feeding us like hogs, and it's just January. What's going to happen the rest of the year? Hey, listen, if these guys want to stay asleep, let them stay asleep. But I mean, it is what it is, man. Like we eating good over here. Like Unlimited Production said, we're doing our victory lap over here, man.
Yeah.
And it's all good. Not to mention that Xbox Game Pass has what is it? They have EA access. Like, look, man, look. So you really, I haven't bought a Madden in the last couple of years. I'm gonna be honest. I just wait for it to come to fucking Game Pass. I wait for it to come to EA Access. Like I don't even get like excited when fucking college football 25 comes out because I know it's coming to Game Pass in like 6 months. Dude, it is what it is. And listen, Reforge Gaming, all that nonsense you're talking about. Well, gamers should want to spend money. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. A lot of you people claim that the economy is bad, which it isn't. It isn't bad, which is why you did the dumb shit you did November 5th last year. But like the economy isn't bad. But yeah, food prices are high. It's called fucking inflation. People have been dealing with inflation for 50 years. They're going to be dealing with inflation for another 50 years. What you don't want to do is be in a situation where you're paying $70 for fucking video games. And I know me and Seika Man said 4 years ago, we made a video saying, look, gaming is expensive. You might want to mow lawns to get a better job. But like if a game company like Xbox, Sega Man, Tuck, is giving you an option where you ain't got to pay for these games at all. All you got to do is pay $210 a year or whatever it adds up to. All you got to do is pay $200 a year, right? And you get all these games, 300, I don't know, 500 games, day and date releases, third-party games like Sniper Elite, boom, right in Game Pass. And you decide whether you want to buy them or not. And if you don't want to buy them, they're yours to keep anyway, as long as you have Game Pass. Dude, listen, I am not going to tell you guys that the whorehouse down the street has better pussy than the whorehouse around the corner. If you want to stay asleep and keep paying $70 for that stink ass pussy around the corner, you do that. I ain't letting you know nothing. I'm not waking up D-Batch. I'm not waking up Crap Gamer. I'm not waking up Dreamcast guy. Y'all stay asleep and y'all wait for Spider-Man and y'all wait for Wolverine and y'all wait for The Last of Us remastered PS5 Pro Remastered Edition. You guys, you pay $750 for a slightly brighter version of fucking Alan Wake 2. Meanwhile, the Xbox Series X version runs better. Look, listen, you guys are the epitome of being brainwashed. I refuse to waste any more brain cells on you guys. I'm glad the E-Rock X channel is gone because I can retire now and go off to the sunset and join my brothers whenever I want to. But it's no sense arguing with these guys. I literally watched the video because the guy Noah's Alex's video comes into my feed.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of times he overacts to get a reaction from his audience, but he was literally busting a blood vessel trying to figure out the logic of this guy Reforged Gaming saying that Game Pass wasn't a good value, and how this guy Reforged Gaming wanted to. I'd rather pay $70 for games. Oh no, it's Alex was literally. I saw him busting a blood vessel trying to figure out this PlayStation fanboy stupidity, and I'm like, dude. Oh no, it's Alex Fratanga. You guys can't figure it out. You will never figure it out. This blind loyalty to this stupid Japanese box and this stupid brand that milks their audience, rapes them for $70 games and a fucking $750 console that's only slightly, not even better than the Xbox Series X. So it's like, dude, like, you can't wake these guys up, Sega Man and Tuck. You're never going to wake them up. They're never going to fucking. The only way they'll accept it. Look, the Sony building could burn down. Everybody could get fired. All the studios closed, and they'll still be like, at least that one game is still coming to PlayStation. You Xbox, they'll still be there waving that fucking flag. They'll still be on Twitter talking shit. These guys are lost, Sega Man. And what do you do with lost people? You give up on them. What do you do with a person who will not go to rehab and they want to stay on meth and cocaine? You give up on them, dude. That's all. You give up on these PlayStation. You will never see myself, Sega Man, He-Bot, Tuck, Unlimited Production ever get upset at anybody in the comment section anymore because we're doing our victory lap. Xbox dudes are doing their victory lap. But I mean, you guys, you don't watch Sega Man's videos, you don't listen to Sega Man's videos because he's not a big YouTuber, but you need to listen because he's trying to educate you. He's trying to tell you him, VG Fight School, all the pro Xbox channels that know they've been trying to tell you the same shit for the last 4 years. PlayStation's in trouble, but you're not listening. You'd rather focus on Xbox. Well, keep on focusing on Xbox because we're going to keep on shining, bro.
Yep. Couldn't say it any better. Brother E-Rock is preaching, bro. What do you think, Tuck?
Oh, he's right about everything what he's saying. But now you're hearing PlayStation. Now what they're going to do now? When Helldivers first came out.
Yeah.
And when they want to put everything on the PSN service and everything.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden now you don't have to do it no more. You don't have to do it no more. I said, like, dummies, y'all should have kept it like that all along.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that made Helldivers, he even said himself, "Why do it? You don't have to. We can give you the numbers, but you don't have to do it because PlayStation wanted them numbers so doggone bad back then to count because of their portfolio because they're doing bad. I mean, the thing about it is, it's too late. I mean, Helldivers. The only reason why Helldivers is around right now because of the PC. Ain't none of those doggone players out there. They might, you might have some regions out there might buy the game again, but you're gonna have a whole lot of people that's not gonna buy the game again. Man, right now, Call of Duty is killing it on all ends right now. Call of Duty is killing it. I mean, season 2 came out this week. It just came out this week. Man, I mean, and they, and this. And see, we sit here and talk about how good, we are eating good on our end. And the main reason why we're eating good on our end, E-Rock and Sega Man, because just check this out. Just hear me out. What is the biggest thing right now when PlayStation got to buy the game, the download content, all the skins for Call of Duty, they got to buy. So in other words, they got to buy the game for $70. Then they got to pay for skins and all that stuff. So when they got to pay for skins and download content and all that stuff, who's that putting money pocket in? See, don't get me wrong.
Microsoft.
The opponents got to understand. Yes, you're making money off the game, but you ain't making no money off the download content. You ain't making no money off the new maps that they bringing you. You're not doing that. You're not making no money off that. That is 100% profit that Microsoft is making. So what is that? Ching money ring. So, that's the reason why Jim Ryan said, well, if they get it, we done, we screwed. That's it. We're going to have a hard time adjusting, and you see what's going on now. Look at how many doggone free service games they supposed to come out with. I think they shut down 12 of them. If I'm not, is it 10 or 12?
Like 10.
Okay, 10.
I think it is 10. Yeah.
So there's gonna be more to come. Okay, then you lost money off. You lost money off that PS5 Pro.
Yeah.
They lost money off that crap.
Mm-hmm.
Because every time when I go to a Best Buy, I talk to my friend. He said, "Dude, we ain't selling one of them doggone things since it came out." So they losing money on that.
Consoles are a loss. The consoles are a loss leader anyway, man. It costs them. It might cost them. It might cost them $1,000 or $1,500 to make the Xbox Series X or the PS5 Pro. So they lose about $1,000 on that. They lose about $1,000 on that. So like they don't make any money off their consoles. You got to sell millions of them motherfuckers like the Nintendo Wii did back in 2006. Consoles are a loss leader. Sega said this with the Genesis decades ago. So why are y'all sitting back touting, oh, we sold all these consoles? What the fuck do it mean? You couldn't buy Activision. So what the fuck do it mean? If you sold 60.
Yeah, y'all just don't know, man. I lost a buddy because of that mess. I lost a buddy this past week because of that.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Huh? I'm glad. I'm glad because that's the best thing he could have ever done.
When he died, it's like a man.
I thought the brother died or something, bro. All right.
I love that he ain't talking to me no more. That's fine.
I'm about to say, Tuck, you a wrong nigga. God damn.
The thing about it is he gonna come with me saying that he gonna come to me that well, PlayStation, Sony, they could have went over and afford Activision if it was just Call of Duty. I said, fool, let me tell you right now. That's the thing about it. They wasn't gonna get rid of Call of Duty. If they would have just sold Call of Duty, what's the whole point of buying everything else?
Yeah.
What's the whole point of buying everything else? You can't have Call of Duty. What's the whole point of buying anything else? So the stockholders wanted to get rid of all of it. They sold it to Microsoft, and this is what I told them: shut the fuck up, enjoy your damn game. And I said, enjoy your trophies and jack off. That's all I told him.
Tuck can't even go. Tuck can't.
I said, you can jack off.
Hey,
He gonna go to me, well, I love the trophies. I said, I don't give a damn about no doggone trophy. What is a trophy doing for me? Am I getting off on a trophy? Heck no. Man, please.
Hey, Sega Man, the reality channel, they're gonna make a TV show about Tuck's workplace called it's called Water Cooler Wars. Every time he go in, they corner his ass in. Yo, brother, what console you gaming on, nigga?
But see,
oh man.
But Erod, tell the truth, he's out of everybody that I work with, everybody gets it. What's going on now? Everybody gets it. Everybody gets it now. What's going on with Microsoft and what's going on with PlayStation? But he's the only one that don't get it. He's thinking that every time when somebody talk to him bad about PlayStation, somebody taking a shot at PlayStation, and everybody just tell him the truth. Everybody is just gonna tell him the truth, and that is it. So, I don't know what to say to the guy. He went on. Well, for number one, he tried to borrow money from me the other doggone day, and I told him, hell no. I said, dude, he gonna ask me for for $400. Then all of a sudden he said, I give it back to you 30 minutes later.
God damn.
I'm saying I'm like, dude, what is it? You want to give it back to me 30 minutes later? I said, so you can wait.
Your co-workers off the chain. Hey, Sega man. His co-workers be what? Hey, Sega man. His co-workers be wanting small business loans.
I know, right?
God damn.
Hey, E-Rock, and I got you bet on that one. 2 weeks before that, he tried to ask me for $3,000.
God damn, really?
I said, dude, let me ask you this. Now, you don't want to have that tornado hit your house and all that stuff, okay? Even though they were just rental insurance and all that stuff.
Nigga want $3,000.
I said, where's your money off that? He goes, well, I turned around and had to pay, had to turn and pay down on my car. You know what? And I caught him in a big lie. And this is the reason why I don't talk to him anymore. I caught him in a big ass lie. He goes, say, well, you're gonna try and give me a text a couple of days ago and say, well, my CEO turned around and bought me a brand new car. You know what I told? I got on that text. I said, mother, don't sit here and lie to me. I said, ain't no CEO gonna buy you no damn car. He might fund you a car, but he ain't gonna buy you no damn car. After that, I haven't talked to him since.
Chuck, I got a question. Why is your coworkers coming and you ask you for $3,000? You got bread like that?
Well, hey, don't get me wrong.
Shit, Tuck's Microsoft over there in Oklahoma, nigga.
Don't get me wrong.
Don't get
me wrong. I got that type, but I ain't no damn fucking fool.
That's so Tuck. Yeah. Tell him, Tuck. Tell him, Tuck.
That's the problem with today's world anyway. People overspend their means and they overdo it.
Yep.
So,
I'm about to say, goddamn, nigga, my birthday's April 1st. It ain't gonna hurt to drop a little gift in my motherfucking Xbox account. God damn, nigga. I ain't never heard nobody asking you for $400, let alone $3,000. Them niggas in your job is tripping.
Damn.
Yeah, damn.
E-Rock, I'm like this. Okay, that's the big difference between 50 and 100 and 200, $400 and all that stuff. And I said, boy, you'd have lost your damn mind. Yeah, it's a lot of money that I know that I'm not going to see.
Yep.
So why give it?
Yeah. You better not give it. No, don't do that.
Them co-workers is hardcore.
Well, just him. He's the only one that's that hardcore. He's the one that does. He's the only one that does it that way. And I told him, I said, ask your boss. Your boss got 100% disability. Ask him.
Damn,
I ain't giving it to you.
Dude asking for 3 G's.
Yeah. This dude, the rail says it costs $100 to get deluxe early access version of Doom: The Dark Ages on PS5. It costs $30 to get the same deluxe early access version on Game Pass. Just like Tuck said.
What's up. That's what's up.
20 minutes ago.
That's what I'm saying right there, E-Rock. That's what I'm saying right there. You can get it early. If you can get it 5 days early and they're gonna give you a discount, they already got your money already on the Game Pass.
Yeah.
So what's gonna be the difference? Give you a discount, get the premium version, and that's it.
They just banging them all the way around over there on PlayStation. Damn.
But that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. If they want to go and pay that money like that, let them. But now you got MBG saying, well, I might gonna get the Game Pass. No, keep your ass right there where you at, MBG.
Exactly.
They need to stay where the hell they're at. How long we been talking about this, brother E-Rock and brother Tuck? Fucking years, bro. Been trying to tell these fools for years. Now what?
We've been talking about this crap forever.
Hey man, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all been telling these cats for years. So now MGB, who's been trashing Xbox for years, he want to come back over to Xbox. That's hilarious to me.
I might get the Game Pass, man. Shut your ass up and stay over there.
Yeah.
Damn, that developer direct broke them, and it just showed 4 games.
Oh,
Didn't it?
Oh, man, that hurt them real bad right there, boy.
You know what made them cry and ass hurt was that fucking Ninja Gaiden, bruh. That made their ass hurt, man.
Yeah, I think we got Ninja Gaiden for free in Game Pass, and they had to pay for it.
Pass, yeah,
yep. They got to pay for it. They got to pay for it.
That shit broke
What
them
did you
niggas.
say a long time ago, E-Rock? You have woken a behemoth, and that's what they did. And they wanted to clown back in and say we were going to call bullshit on us, but you woke a behemoth, man. Phil Spencer and them been listening for a long time. What you guys saying? Xbox got no games. Xbox is a 720p box. It doesn't have any power. It doesn't this. It doesn't that. So he went back into the labs and say, guess what? We don't got no games to them, and we don't have the most powerful console, so we'll never be beaten in the power narrative again. Then we're going to just buy everybody up and shit since we don't got no games. You know what I mean? But my question is, brothers, why is it always saying that Xbox got no games, but they want the games that we don't have? I keep trying to make sense of that. Since we don't got no games, why are you asking for the games we don't have, right, E? I'm trying to make sense, bro.
They said that for years from 2000, and really, if you look at the last generation, the 8th generation, which was the Xbox One and the PS4, really both consoles had the same number of games. Actually, Xbox One might have had slightly more games. Out of the gate, Xbox One launched with Rise of the Rome, Quantum Break, Sunset Overdrive, Forza Horizon 2, like Recore, like out of the gate, Xbox was swinging. PlayStation came out with Knack, and fucking Killzone 4. I remember. It took them years to get going. Finally, in 2016, they had got Uncharted 4. And then in 2018, it was the 1-2 punch of God of War and Spider-Man. Then before the generation ended, they had Ghost of Tsushima and that Horizon Zero Dawn. It wasn't like Xbox didn't have any games. Xbox had Gears of War 5, Gears of War 4. Xbox had Forza Horizon 4, probably the greatest racing game ever made. Xbox Cuphead. Xbox had games. It's just, that 2016 and 17 was rough because a couple of games, as you know, had got canceled, right? And back then, 1 or 2 games made a hell of a difference in the Xbox's schedule.
Right.
Now we in an age now where Xbox has multiple games dropping each month. So what it was when they would say Xbox has no games, they said that to keep us down, Sega Man. That's all. They said that to keep Xbox fans down, to wear y'all down, to break y'all down, so y'all would go over there on PlayStation and be miserable with Crap Gamer, miserable with Dreamcast Guy, miserable with MGB, miserable with the Red Dragon, miserable with the Iron Wolf. They're miserable over there. How do I know? G-Batch, how do I know? They're always talking about Xbox.
All the time.
If you happy where you at, if you happy with your new wife, you ain't talking about your ex-wife. All they do is talk about Xbox, right? So they said Xbox has no games for years, Sega Man and Tuck, to keep us down. But the real Xbox G's who knew what was up, like us, we was too smart for that shit. We was like, yeah, y'all go right ahead. Every chance they took, they tried to take a shot at our games. Oh, Crackdown 3 is garbage. Oh, this is garbage. Every chance they took. Now, here it is, 6 years later, and my God, how fucking roles have reversed. Concord, a failure. Fucking Forspoken, a failure. Fucking all y'all games is fucking failing, right? Or getting canceled, and Xbox is just killing it. And all y'all want now is Xbox games to come to PlayStation because y'all don't have shit over there. What a difference 6 years makes. While PlayStation and Sean Layton and Herman Holst and Jim Ryan was busy locking down Final Fantasy for $500 million so it couldn't come to Xbox, while they was locking down Black Myth Wukong, Phil Spencer was busy buying studios, buying publishers, buying the companies that own publishers like ZeniMax and Bethesda, buying Activision, right? And how he did it was he made Game Pass a success first. And when Game Pass became a success, and when Game Pass started making $3 billion every fiscal quarter, the motherfuckers upstairs at Microsoft noticed that shit, right? And so once they noticed, because Zink always disagrees with me and says that Microsoft was always in with Xbox. I say no, they weren't. I say no, they weren't. Now they're all in. The motherfucking executives saw that Game Pass was making money, and they said, "Oh, Xbox is making money." Now they're all in. They're the ones who authorized Phil Spencer to buy Activision. They're the ones who authorized Phil Spencer to buy Bethesda. And now look, man, they killing it. And all those publishers they bought 4 years ago, Sega man, it's like if you shake a soda bottle, right, and let it sit. Sooner or later, that soda bottle gonna pop. Now we getting flooded with all these fucking games, all these games that got delayed during COVID, all of these games that we're still waiting for, like Perfect Dark Zero, Clockwork Revolution, South of Midnight. It's all coming, bro. Perfect Dark Zero, it's all coming. And if you PlayStation supporters and you Xbox haters, if the developer direct fucked y'all up this month, wait till you see the next 6 shows we have. It's going to fuck y'all up more. It's going to be month after month of games. Look, man, it is what it is. We tried to tell y'all 4 years ago, but y'all weren't listening. So now it's like, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Like Tuck just said, don't come back over here, MGB. No, you stay over there, nigga.
Stay right where you at.
But this is the thing. This is how Phil Spencer is, right? Phil Spencer is smarter than me. My thing was fuck you MGB and fuck you Crap Gamer and D-Batch. Y'all can't come back. Xbox is like, no, come on back. Spend that money over here. Spend that money over here. Because they're a company. They're running a business. Phil Spencer is running that shit like a business. So when y'all say, oh, Xbox is failing, what's y'all metric? What's y'all metric? Where's your numbers? When Xbox loses $400 million on a game, when Xbox loses 3 CEOs leave in the last 4 years, then you could call Xbox a failure. Until then, it looks like the failure to me is PlayStation.
Hey, E-Rock, you know how they're the shit, E-Rock? And I want you to check out this comment. You know what the shit is when they announced it, Ninja Gaiden 4, right? Platinum Games. They even brought Platinum Games is back, bruh.
Yeah.
The one that they're even back. They're even back. That's how you know Microsoft is the shit, boy. You cannot mess with big pockets, man. I can't telling y'all that for years that you cannot mess with big pockets. And Microsoft is winning in the gaming war right now. There is no console war. There is none of that shit anymore. You were never competition. And people would laugh at us, E-Rock. Sony was never competition. Phil said it a long time ago when he was asked that question. He said that we don't consider Sony competition because they're not. They never was and they never will be competition.
No
matter what Colin Moriarty said, no matter what Sacred Symbols podcast said, no matter what the Weapon Wheel podcast said, no matter what Crap Gamer says or Dreamcast guy, PlayStation was never competition. And we found out they weren't competition when they couldn't buy Activision. Run the tapes. Say what look, man, say whatever you gotta say so you can sleep at night and reassure yourself over your $750 purchase. Do whatever you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. So Signet says, based on a financial report yesterday, what do you guys think is the culprit behind Xbox revenue declining 7%, but despite having ABK and ZeniMax under their belt? Well, I need to look up that financial report. I'm not just going to take your word on it. And what I'll do also is we usually wait for Xbox or Microsoft to give their quarterly financials in a public statement because they're a publicly traded company. So, it is what it is. But I wouldn't start worrying about Xbox revenue. There's a difference between revenue and profit. Learn that first, Cygnus. Learn that first. There's a difference between revenue and profit. Xbox's profit margin is fine. But I'll start worrying about Xbox, dude, when they lose $400 million on a game and Phil Spencer is suddenly fired or replaced or demoted.
Right. Right.
That's when I'll start worrying about Xbox. Until then, ain't nothing to worry about, bro.
No.
Even if that's true, a 7% decline, that's nothing for a company that is worth $700 billion, dude. So no, I'm not even tripping over that.
You need to be worrying about Sony sickness. That's what you need to be worrying about, bro.
They can't. They can't do that. They can't do that. They're all these guys is focused on Xbox. I just told you guys 25 minutes ago the PlayStation headquarters could be burning down. Niggas jumping out of windows, and motherfuckers will still try to find a way to get Sony a W. It's automatic with them. It's ingrained into their psyche, and nothing you say here is going to change their minds. You can't educate these dudes. So why bother? Why the fuck? I'd rather waste. Man, look, I hate to be vulgar. I'd rather go and beat my dick right now. That'd be time more well spent than trying to educate these motherfuckers. It really would.
It's so sad that you just can't tell them nothing. I mean, okay, 7%. Okay, 7%. What is 7% to Microsoft? Be for real. 7% ain't nothing because they making money. They making money on top of money.
You damage controlling, bro.
I mean, what is the whole point of, like you said, E-Rock, of us talking about Microsoft financials and they doing good?
Yep.
Okay, they're the one that's spending money on games. PlayStation, it can't even do that no more. I'm gonna tell you right now. They want to talk about this Wolverine and this all the other games they supposed to be coming out. Okay, like I said, if you don't make no money, if you don't have money, you don't make money. And you ain't making no money, you don't have money to spend.
Right.
So right now, Sony don't have that money to spend. You lost your top dog in Zombiac. You lost your top dog. He retired on you because he see what's going on. He said, "The hell with it. Let me get out of this before it's too damn late."
Sick. You might as well just become a Switch fan, bro. You might as well just just become a Switch fan, sick, bro. You know what I mean? Your PlayStation, bro. You need to be worried about them, bro. I'm just being honest with you, man. I'm not trying to. You know, you need to be worried about Sony, man.
They can't do that. They can't, and that's why Sony is where they're at right now. They're too busy worrying about what Xbox is doing.
Yeah.
Hey, E-Rock gonna say, man, now I'm not really sure about this. Is what I'm hearing. You know, they came out with Ori and the Blind Forest, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if they put them back underneath the umbrella, and just imagine, and they put where those games can go anywhere from day one. Who's making money? Who's making money?
Yeah.
Sony is making money. I mean, Sony's not making no money.
Yeah.
Xbox making that money. But now that's what I'm hearing. I'm not really sure about what that's happening. But if they do make another Ori and the Blind Forest and they put it on Game Pass and they gotta buy it, but which we know they ain't gonna buy that game.
No, they hold on for a minute. Let me go to the store for a minute. That developer, I forgot what the fuck their name is. Hold on for a minute, Chuck. I got it right here. Give me a second. They are busy. They're trying to the name of that developer is Moon Studios. And they are right now finishing the wraps on this game called No Rest for the Wicked. It's a multi-platform game. It's not coming to Game Pass. It's going to be multi-platform. What's going to happen with Full Moon Studios is, and the game looks good. It's called No Rest for the Wicked. It's by the guys that made Ori and the Blind Forest. They're not going to make any money on it. The only people that's going to buy it is Xbox gamers because we buy games. They're not going to buy it over on PlayStation because they don't have a PlayStation logo on it. That's just facts. So what's going to happen eventually is Moon Studios is going to lose enough money to where they're going to want to come back to Xbox. But I would just be like, Xbox will probably let them come back. You know how Phil is, man. Phil is like, he's real magnanimous about shit. But they're called Moon Studios, Tuck, and they're busy right now. So I don't know if we're going to see an Ori and the Blind Forest sequel no time soon.
Right, that's good. I mean, that's true.
But hold on, Tuck. That game, No Rest for the Wicked, that they're working on, it does look good though. It looks amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let me ask you this, E-Rock. You think they can come out with a new Sunrise of Rome?
No, that Microsoft owns the IP the engine was owned by a company called Crytek, and I don't know what the fuck is going on over at Crytek. I think Crytek
Never
is
heard anything from them in a long time.
Yeah, I think Crytek is a Polish studio. They made this engine called the Crytek engine, and the Crytek engine is amazing.
That's a
Son of
beast. That's a beast.
Crisis 2. So I wanted Microsoft to buy them a long time ago, but it must be some reason why Microsoft didn't buy Crytek. But I mean, I don't know if there's ever going to be a Rod Center Room 2, dude, or a Sunset Overdrive. But here's the thing: this was crazy. We don't need them. We don't need them.
No, we don't.
Look at all this shit we got coming. We don't need them. Clockwork Revolution. We don't need them. A Perfect Dark. Like Microsoft got like games coming out that we just forgot about. Everwild from Rare. Like Contraband. Ain't nobody heard shit from Contraband in like a year. Like like Syrup 2 said, we eating like a king over here on Xbox ecosystem. Syrup 2. Tell these niggas. You know what? Syrup 2. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Syrup 2. Syrup 2 says we eating like a king over here on Xbox.
Right.
Yo, Syrup 2. Don't tell them. Don't tell them, Syrup 2. Let them niggas sleep. Let them stay sleep. Let them stay sleep. Real rap. Let them stay sleep. Because this next year is going to be a bitch for them. Yo, if they tripping over 4 games, if they tripping over one developer direct, imagine what they'll be tripping about next week.
Yep. Hey, you know what, E? And me and E-Rock we can say this, man. Y'all guys that come in here, used to come in E-Rock's our other Exile podcast and come in the chat. People like Sick and that. You guys always come in here and always try to move the goalposts, but you'll never ever admit that your company that you praise so bad that you really are the corporate slaves of. You'll never come out and say when they do wrong. You'll just come into Xbox-centric podcasters like me, Unlimited Production.
Got that
right. Right, Tuck. The XWO podcast with Mr. 100 and the crew and all these guys out here, with the Unlimited Truth. And you will always come in and try to move the goalposts, but you will never, ever come in and say, yeah, I think you guys are right about what Sony's doing. I should rethink that. Or you guys never do nothing like that. Just like E-Rock said, there's no getting through your heads. And I honestly don't care because I'm never, ever in a PlayStation-centric podcast talking shit about Xbox or anything. I don't have to do that. And you know why? Because I'm eating good over here. And I have a lot of games to play. I don't have time to be in your little podcasts where you just talk about Xbox. You don't even talk about PlayStation. You don't talk about what PlayStation got coming out, which is nothing. You don't really talk about anything about PlayStation. When you're in a PlayStation podcast, what do they talk about, E-Rock? Xbox. Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond. That's all you guys do is talk about Xbox. So why even have a PlayStation podcast?
Why even have a PlayStation?
Right. You guys never do that.
I'm not going to look, man. I'm not going to work at the office of the motherfucking Cleveland Browns and talk about the Philadelphia Eagles all day. I must want to work for the other team. Nigga, hand in your resignation and send your resume over to the fucking Lincoln Financial Field. Like all y'all do is obsess over Xbox. It's crazy. Like Adidas 220 says, PlayStation fanboy base is like a cult, and they're not in love with software. They glamour the hardware only. It's crazy, dog.
Exactly. Adidas.
Hey, Adidas, you got niggas out here saying, I could play your game with my PS5 Pro. Motherfucker, you don't have a PlayStation 5 Pro. Because 90% of you PlayStation motherfuckers work at Walmart collecting carts. Y'all don't have $750 to get a PS5 Pro. And if y'all did buy that shit, we got a name for niggas like you. It's called being suckers.
Yeah,
it's called being suckers because if Xbox had released a console for $750, I would have told them to go fuck themselves. We would have had a revolt on our hands. Oh, the media would have crucified Xbox.
Yeah,
if they'd released $1,000 console.
You wouldn't hear the end of it.
Never. How could they do this? The economy is bad. They're the devil. Oh my God. Don't they know people are
Microsoft,
struggling? Oh my
right?
God, people are struggling.
Yep.
Sony releases a $700 console, and oh, this is a perfect deal for me.
Everything's okay right now.
Hey, this is a perfect deal for you. A motherfucking French fry cook at Jollibee's. That shit don't make no fucking sense at all. Don't make no sense at all.
It don't make no sense at all. Everything's cool when it's Sony, but and just like E-Rock said, if it was Xbox coming out with a $700 console, man, look, here's an example.
They would have
E-Rock.
ripped Microsoft.
Hey, yo, Tuck. Here's an example. E-Rock. They lost their motherfucking effing minds when they said they were going to raise the price of Ultimate Game Pass. So, what makes you think they wouldn't say the same thing about if we came out with a $700 console?
Lost
Right? They lost their minds.
You always catch these dudes in a lie. You always catch them in 4K. I remember that. That was 2 years ago. They lost their motherfucking minds over that. Oh, how could they? It's unbelievable. It's outrageous. Where's the outrage that Sony is now asking for a console that costs $750 of $1,000 It's no outrage. It's just, oh, well, this is a good deal for me. Nigga, you down there slicing onions at the local market. This is a good deal for me. Like, oh my God.
It's the truth. It's the truth, though. You ain't lying. It's the truth, man. It's better to pay $700 than okay. All right.
The average dude is making $12 or $13 an hour. It's only a few people, independent contractors, dudes with commercial driver's license, dudes that got city jobs or government jobs like Tuck and Tony, Sega Man. It's very few guys who could command over $15 an hour unless you go work for Amazon, then you could command $15 or better working for Amazon. The average American worker, a lot of you PlayStation fans are making $12 to $13 an hour, if that. You're not going to tell me that you got 750 bones laying around to buy a fucking toy. If you do, you need help. Well, E-Rock, you paid $500 for the Xbox Series X, yeah, and I bitched all the way. Giving he bought that $500. I said, yo, this is crazy. Me and Sega Man, no, me and the Welsh Gamer has said a long time ago, consoles need to be going down, not going up.
Yeah.
They need to be going down, not going up.
Yeah.
Like, well, they got ray tracing now, and I don't care what they got in them. Your job is to sell us software, not make us pay out the pocket for hardware.
Yeah.
Shit.
And that's the thing, E-Rock. That's the thing, E-Rock and Tuck. They always go back to that. You guys are so comical. You guys it's sad. It's really sad to see. You guys look like, I think Sally Struthers is having feelings for you right now. She has a little tear in her eye looking at you, on the little playground with nothing to eat because we're eating good over here. Because everything you keep bringing back up is console sales. That's all you bring up when you got Xbox dudes out here spitting facts. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Smitty Smith? Out here spitting facts. Well, we sold a 50 trillion PlayStation 5s. That don't mean shit. It doesn't mean nothing at all.
Second, you know how you shut that shit down? Well, we sold 50 billion PlayStations. Well, why couldn't you buy Activision? Boom.
Nothing what you tell them is too. Nothing you tell them is too. Tell them like it is. Okay, you get over 61 million consoles out there. Why are you not playing your games?
Exactly.
Why are you not playing your games?
Exactly. Why are you petitioning for Xbox games?
The industry would not be bad if they were playing their games. That's just the truth. If you got over 61 million tons out there, the industry shouldn't be as bad as it is right now.
You know what I heard, Tuck?
That we know y'all ain't playing your games.
You know what I heard, Tuck? I heard from a friend of mine that's on a PlayStation. He's a true PlayStation dude. He said a lot of those dudes, they buy money if they have it. They buy microtransactions for like the free to play games, and they're not investing in their IP. They're buying microtransactions to play those free to play games like Fortnite, Roblox, different games like that. He said that's why also Sony's hurting, because they're buying microtransactions for those free to play games. I'm like, God damn.
Sega Man. You know how we know this? Unlimited Production pulled our hat to this years ago.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking sales charts. What's always in the top 10 in the sales charts? See a Call of Duty, Madden,
Yep.
NBA Live, Sea
Yep.
of Thieves,
Fortnite.
Fortnite, Roblox. A PlayStation game or a Nintendo game don't even be in the top 10
Nope.
ever,
Not no more.
ever,
But
ever.
then
So
again,
that's how
but,
we know that everything y'all talking over on Nintendo and PlayStation be bullshit.
Yep.
but like you said, E-Rock, let me ask you this. When is the last time, I'm being serious, when's the last time they have any game that came out of their studio in the last 2 years? That came out of their studio. I ain't talking about a third party studio. I'm talking about their studio in the last 3 years. There's only one that I can think of. Spider-Man 3. That's the only one I can think of. And that's been over 3 years ago now. Maybe The Last of Us. And I mean, we know that the Horizon game didn't do no damn good. And the Lego game, that flopped from the get-go. So really, to tell the truth, the only real good game they had come out in the last 3 years is Spider-Man 3. I'm shutting it down.
Smitty Smith is crazy. He had Chuck the Lord of the Water Cooler Wars. He's a victim of the water cooler wars. they be looking for that nigga.
Leave me alone, man.
They be getting tough there.
Leave me alone.
They be looking for that nigga every day. Is he
I'm
here?
just being serious, y'all. I mean, and then they had that one game that showed up at the awards with the bald headed black chick. You know, they down that game too, and it actually like it's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
You know, the one that's supposed to be coming up with a PS5. It actually like a pretty good game, but they downed it too. They downed that game. I forgot the name of the game, but they downed that game too. If the black lady, she's an explorer, and she's a bald-headed lady, and you know how they feel about women, you know, characters in video games.
Yeah, every time there's a woman character or a black character is woke or whatever the hell. It's a lot of craziness in gaming now. It's like my thing is like I agree with unlimited production. If you don't like gaming, find a different hobby. Like that game looks interesting. You know, I'm not interested in anything over on PlayStation, but that game does look interesting with that girl pilot. It's by Insomniac Studios, I think it is.
Yeah, it looks real good.
Yeah, it looks real good. And the actress is playing it. She fine as shit because she was on this. She was on this show on Netflix called Sabrina. I think her name is Tabby something. That bitch is bad as shit in real life.
Yeah, but like you said, they down the hell at that game. And no telling when that game won't come out.
These guys are clowns. Oh yeah, for anybody need to know, Sniper Elite is unlocked now. I don't know why we have to date to unlock these games now. It's ready to go.
I've been playing. I played it this morning.
Oh, okay.
It came on at 9 o'clock our time.
Did it? Okay.
So that'd be 10 your time. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot different time zones. Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you another thing too. Sony. I don't think Sony is struggling that much as a whole. But I know one department they are struggling in too. Besides PlayStation, they struggling in their TV division.
Tuck. Sony was worth. Sony. I don't know about Sony Pictures is a separate entity from Sony. Believe it or not, Sony used to be worth $500 to $600 billion. They are now worth, last time I checked, $50 or $48 billion. That company took a fucking L. They took an L.
That's a big cut.
They took an L, and how they took an L was the development and failure of a chip called the cell processor.
Yeah,
they took an L on that.
All about that. They still suffering off of that all day.
Yeah, the cell processor was supposed to be in computers. It was supposed to be in television. It was supposed to be in game consoles. It was supposed to be shot off into the PS4. It was supposed to power nuclear submarines and send rockets to Mars. And it was a fucking failure. It was a fucking failure. And Sony lost billions on the cell processor. and they never fucking recovered. PlayStation will never actually let you know how much they're worth. But if the entire company of Sony is $48 billion, they're not who they used to be. You know, back when I was a kid growing up, Sony had televisions, the computers in the 90s and 2000s. They had the Sony computers, the Sony Vaio. They had the Walkmans. They were a several $100 billion
juggernaut.
They were a juggernaut. And that's how, like Heba always says, because Heba been documenting this shit for 26 years.
Oh,
they could come into gaming and bully people into their way of thinking. They could bully publishers, they could bully studios, they could bully Sega around because Sega was in decline by 1995. But it's not that anymore. Microsoft is the big bully on the block. But Phil Spencer, he ain't about bullying publishers and developers.
No,
he wants everybody to enjoy games. And as much as that irritated me about him, I finally realized that Phil Spencer is a business manager, and that's why he succeeds and I would fail. Me and Sega Forever would fail because we wouldn't put shit on PlayStation. We'd be all holding our grudge against them and not make any money. And Phil Spencer and Satya Nadella are about making money. I get it now. The successful businesses, Netflix, WWE, Xbox, are about making money. They're not about your feelings. They're not about your console war. Phil Spencer said 10 years ago when Crap Gamer was like, "Oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe you're putting Quantum Break on PC." On PC. It didn't go to PlayStation. He was mad because it was going to PC. He had a fucking a childlike temper tantrum live on air. And Phil Spencer, he was like, "Well, I'm going to leave Xbox." And Phil Spencer was like, "If you're going to go, go. Bye." And Crap Gamer been mad at Xbox ever since.
He would have come back now.
10 fucking years, Tuck. 10 years. This nigga fought a battle against Xbox that he lost. MGB, 6 years. The Red Dragon, 4 years. Like, when are these guys going to wake up?
As long as that Red Dragon.
In fact, I hope they never wake up. Stay asleep, while me and Sega Man and Tuck pick and choose what games we want to play today. Because we eating good over here. I just deleted what the fuck was that shit? Something strands or whatever the fuck, because I got too much shit to play. Look, we got a unique problem over here at Xbox, Tuck. We got too much games. We got
so many games over here. It's like crazy, man. We really do.
You alright, Sega?
Hey, E-Rock.
Hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're picking up.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, better.
Right. I'll take them all. Hey, man, shit. Keep bringing them.
That's right.
And see, this is what my whole point of the whole thing when I bring everything about Sony as a whole. Their TVs is not doing that good. Like I always have said, when people told them
they still make TVs,
shit, they I'm telling you, man.
Because
these other TV companies that caught up with them, Samsung, TCL. TCL is hitting it right now.
About 5 years ago, the shits was Samsung and LGs. But here's the thing: these smaller companies, Insignia, fucking Vizio, and the one you just said, them smaller
TCL's
companies.
Hitting it.
Yeah, TCL's hitting it. Them little small companies is hitting it, nigga. Shit,
hitting it. The other one that's coming out, Hisense. That's coming up.
That's coming out real strong too now.
Hisense, you can look, man. You can cop a fucking 65-inch Hisense, 4K, 1080, 4K, fucking HDR for like $380. Yo, nigga, let's go. Let's go, nigga.
What size?
Hisense.
You said what size again, E-Rock?
65. Go on Amazon, look that shit up, nigga.
Yeah. Hey y'all, I got news to tell you right now.
What's up?
The biggest thing I bought myself, I'm thinking about buying it this week. Thinking about buying a 98-inch.
Damn, Tuck.
TCL.
Damn, Tuck.
And guess how much it's gonna cost me?
2 G's.
$1,499.
Nigga, where you getting at? Where you getting at? Groovy grab bags, nigga?
No, PCO, no. Best Buy got a sale right now.
That's good. That's real good.
They trying to get rid of their 2024 models.
Yeah.
Like the 2024 model, the mid class one that they got.
Yeah.
Right now they got that on sale for $1,099, and that's
Damn,
usually like a $4,000 TV.
Tuck must actually cremate the bodies at his job. Nigga, what do you do with your job?
I don't do that. I just hey E-Rock, I just want to say, hey E-Rock, I know how to save that money.
God damn.
I save it, and I'm a penny pitcher, man. I am a penny pitcher.
I respect that. Say that money. I respect that.
That's the reason why I don't have any more. So people, when they tell me I overspend their means.
That's right.
When people overspend their means, I don't get no. They want to got to do that. That's their business. Nobody did not go over there and tell you to buy that $65,000 automobile knowing that you couldn't afford it.
That's right. That's right. So that's right.
That's why I would always weigh like the truck, like that Ram I got out there now. Everybody thinks that I might have spent maybe $75,000 for that vehicle.
Yeah.
I got it for a deal. Only had 19,000 miles back in 2019 when I bought it.
Okay.
Guess how much I bought it for?
How much?
$28,000.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Bro.
28. Like I told people like this. They don't like seeing me coming, but then again, I got them in the right opportunity because they was a new car dealership just now starting out, and it's a big dealership, and I just hit them at the right time. And then when I hit them, I just got what I wanted for.
Sweetie,
man. Oh, Tuckworth Place is full of ponies and.
Oh my God. No. Chuck's workplace full of ponies and panhandlers. Motherfucking grifters and shit. Flim flammers. Yo, man, Chuck, you owe me $3,000 again. Oh my God.
Dude, my dad taught me one thing. E-Rock. When I was growing up, he said, you watch your money. You watch your money. You watch how you spend your money. And that stayed with me since I've been a kid.
Yeah.
So things that I know that I can't get, I'm going to be able to get. If I have to save for it, big deal. I will.
Yep. Now, for y'all out there wondering why Tuck making all this money and how he could afford all these high luxury items, y'all got to remember this nigga live in Oklahoma. His fucking homeowner's insurance is $9,000 a week. Them niggas could get wiped out. Them niggas could get wiped out by a tornado at any second. So you gotta live while you can out there. Everything is cheaper and shit. You know, Tuck probably bought his house for like $8 and shit. So it's a whole different shit going on over there in Oklahoma.
I wish that was the price.
It's wild over there. Like when the last time y'all had a tornado?
Huh?
When's the last time y'all had a tornado?
And more, we haven't had a tornado for a while now. At least 7 years.
Because after I watched Twister, I was like, fuck that. I ain't going nowhere near Oklahoma or Kansas. God damn.
That one that hit back in 2016, 17. Woo, man, let me tell you, man. You talk about a monster, man. I never seen nothing that damn big. Wow. I mean, that's something really like it was going slow, but that's something going 200 miles an hour, but like it just going slow.
That shit is crazy.
And it's just grabbing and eating stuff up. So I'm like, man. So, but now like all these, see, and hey, E-Rock, and this is what I tell everybody. If you're gonna go to Best Buy and buy a TV, always get the extended warranty. Always get the extended warranty. Because the extended warranty is gonna pay you, it's gonna save you at the end. Because all you got to do is just, hey, if something's wrong with TV, call them up. They come out there, see what's wrong with it. If they can fix it, they can. But 10, 10, 11, they're not going to fix it because if there's something wrong with the panel, They're just going to replace the whole damn TV. That's what they're going to do.
So that's why, like me personally, it's just me. Me personally, for my budget, I try not to spend no more than $350 for these motherfuckers, no matter what size they are, because I don't want to tell nobody this, but these flat screen TVs really aren't worth it. Like you might get a good you might get a good one that lasts you a while, but I done had motherfuckers only last a couple of years before, and I was mad as shit.
That's
like,
true.
Yo, I done paid $500 for this bitch. Only got 2 years out of it. Fuck that. Now this one I got now, knock on wood, it's been hanging in there and shit. But for the most part, man, it's like it's just luck of the draw. You can't really depend on that shit no more. Well, it's a Samsung or it's an LG. I done seen them go too. Shit.
Yeah.
They go.
I think the very first panel TV I had was a Samsung, and it went out on me. But good thing I had a warranty. They came back. I got a new one, but it wasn't a Samsung. It was the LG. Now this LG that I got, the LG back then, it's in my wife's woman cave, and it's still working good.
Yeah, Irel too. That first couple of years on Xbox One was crazy. Titanfall, Dead Rising, Killer Instinct, Rise Son of Rome, Sunset Overdrive, Quantum Break. That first couple of years was crazy over on Xbox One. All they could talk about was 1080p. Remember?
Yeah.
Titanfall.
1080p. E3 2013 was a disaster. That's all they could talk about. They wasn't talking about the games back then. Like the media and these people are full of bullshit. And what's that, Sega man?
What's Sickness saying here about Microsoft? Based on what? Microsoft's financial report?
No, that's an old. We read that earlier.
We read that one? All right.
Yeah, we read that one. But yeah, that first couple of years on Xbox One was pumping. But all they could talk about was E3 2013, 1080p. You know, what they did was Xbox had games and they moved the goalposts. Like Sega Man said, they always moving the goalposts, dude. They always moving it.
Always. No matter what happens with Xbox guys, and we expect this all the time. It doesn't matter what happens, man. They always got to move the goalposts. When something bad happens to Sony and PlayStation, what do they rebuttal to say? They move the goalpost and they say something about what Phil Spencer said. Xbox is dead. It's gone away. No more consoles. They always do that all the time, man. All the time. When in reality, it's your console that might go away.
Yeah. Now I want to see when their financial report, what they're going to say about their financial report. But you know, Sony going to tell all them lies.
Oh, of course. That's all they do. That's all they do, man. And what'd Zink say? If Xbox releases a $700 console, Dustin and Ryan McCaffrey and Colin Moriarty, he's naming all these dudes on here.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! If Xbox released a $700 console, Dustin Legary, Ryan McCaffrey, IGN, Colin Moriarty, Greg Miller, Randall Althor, Jess Courtney and friends would have emergency podcast for months. Man, please, them niggas would eat like kings. Them niggas would eat like kings from all the motherfucking revenue they make for just talking about Xbox. Yeah,
got that right. Got that right, bro. You got that right.
PlayStation releases a $750 console, and everybody like, oh man, what a great deal for me. Like, nigga, you work at fucking McDonald's. How the fuck is that a great deal for you? Just, the brainwashing.
I know what I want to ask y'all fellas. I know what I want to ask y'all fellas.
What's up, G?
What do you think Xbox new approach for? We already know they're gonna make it. We already know they're gonna make another handheld.
Yeah,
we already know they're gonna make a handheld. What do you think the prediction for the consoles is going to be?
Better keep that bitch under $500.
No, do you think they're going to take the concept of letting other people like
well, Tuck, if
like
they make
Acer, Sony, I mean, like all the other people that make computers.
Well, it's
possible. Go that route.
Well, it's possible, Tuck, if they do make when they make an console, it's already being made. The prototype, the hybrid's already being made. You might see a Steam app on it. You might see Steam on it, bro. You might see like a Steam app where you can buy Steam games on the new Xbox. Different things like that. That's just my opinion. Now, I'm not saying it's etched in stone, but they have a good rapport with the Steam. You know, with the dude that owns that did Half-Life. What's his name? That did what's his name?
Gabe Newell.
Yeah, Gabe. He's a cool ass dude. He always been an Xbox dude, man, and he always put people on blast when they would try to ask him questions about the Xbox. He would put them on blast. He straight out said, "I think the Xbox is a better console than PlayStation." He actually came out and said that. He put them on blast. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think when we get the new Xbox, brother, I think you're going to see a big change in a lot of things. I think you're going to see something like you're going to see a Steam app on there. I think where you can play and buy Steam games. That would be cool. I would support it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
That would be awesome,
bro. At the end of the day, I'm a fucking gamer. You could play PlayStation games right now on stream. It's called AntStream. There's PlayStation games in AntStream. That old OG app you can buy on Xbox. You can play other PlayStation games through that.
AntStream is cool, but they don't have enough PlayStation games on there. And well, it's not their fault. Warner Brothers did Warner Brothers shit and took Mortal Kombat off of there. And that was the main reason why I got the shit, so I could play Mortal Kombat, the original one. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's another story for another day. How Warner Brothers is lunching on that.
That I guess ain't gonna never come back. Then they'll never come back.
What?
Mortal Kombat on there, because I never even got to see, because you know what they took off and brought back though, E-Rock that was on there is Splatterhouse, but Splatterhouse back. It's on there.
Splatterhouse on. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Old school one from the Turbo Graphics.
Yeah, Splatterhouse is the shit.
Yeah.
My only concern about the next Xbox is, I mean, Xbox is supposedly doing a handheld. I mean, if they want to do it, fine. I think that's their business. Like, I don't even know what the plan is if they are doing a handheld. You know, that's what they're doing, cool. But you know, I thought Xbox was past the point where they was experimenting with shit. You know, but if that's what they want to do, fine. Because like Nintendo got that handheld shit kind of on lockdown.
Yeah,
like,
they do.
You know, like the Steam Deck came out and didn't make any waves at all. Like some folks got it, but like, you know, it didn't make any fucking waves at all. But the next Xbox, the problem for Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer and Satya Nadella is how much technology they're going to put in the box and how much is it going to cost. Because when you start putting in all this technology, ray tracing and artificial learning and this and that and this, it drives up the cost of the console. You'll have got to keep the box sub $500. This bitch can't be $550. It can't be $600. It's got to be $500. That's enough. That's enough already. If they come out with a $700 console, the media is going to have a backlash. The media is going to crucify them. In a way that they wouldn't do to Sony for some fucking reason. Yeah. And more importantly than that, I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I got a house, man. I got bills. I got homeowners insurance. I got two life insurances I pay. You know, I gotta buy groceries. You know, I try to keep $500 around every month in case of emergency. When you got an old house, emergencies happen all the goddamn time.
That right.
I don't have no money to be dropping no $700 on a fucking video game. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all better figure out a way to get that shit down. Get that shit down.
That's why I'm mixing it up, because you think about it. If they let like HP, you know, all these like these manufacturers that make computers,
you
know, make the console for them.
No, they're not gonna do that.
They're
not gonna do that, Tuck.
They could, because you know they keep the price down on them.
Nope. I'm telling you right now, they're not gonna do that, and I'll tell you why. Why would we trust Hewlett Packard or IBM or anybody? They'll trust IBM or making a chip or Nvidia or somebody else. But usually, Tuck, you're just going to trust me on this. That's a move that Gabe Newell would make, and what he has made with the Steam Deck. Xbox is not going to do that. If you notice, every Xbox has been custom made. And the reason why you make them custom made is to keep the cost down and to keep your liability down. E-Rock, what do you mean by liability? Liability meaning the Xbox 360 was custom made, but it was manufactured in China, and they paid for that shit dearly, didn't they?
Yeah.
Remember the red ring of death?
Yep.
So you kind of, when it comes to these consoles, whether you're PlayStation or Nintendo or Xbox, you want to keep this shit in-house as much as possible. In-house chip, in-house motherboard, your graphics chip maybe by Nvidia or ATI. You want to keep shit as in-house. See, the Steam Deck can get away with having maybe Hewlett Packard or somebody make their shit for them because they don't give a fuck about liability. But Xbox, they ain't already been through that shit, bro. They want to keep that shit in-house, dude. They want to keep that shit in-house, but keep it in-house, but figure out a way to, like, it be shit in the console to be costing money that y'all don't even think costs money. The Blu-ray drive, the heat sink, the fucking motherboard, and all of that cost is transferred over to us. See that PlayStation 5 Pro, that's ridiculous to release a box that's going to lose money at that kind of cost to the consumer. And what's even crazier is the motherfuckers paid for that shit, right? Oh well, you Xbox would pay for a Xbox. It was $750. No, the fuck I wouldn't. I would have to wait for that bitch to come down in price. That's why Xbox was smart and released the console that everybody calls a mistake, but it was smart. The Xbox Series S, Tony. They released a SKU that people could afford at $300. And if you wanted to upgrade to the big boy, you could cough up the extra $200. That was a brilliant strategy. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Yep. That was a brilliant strategy. You could literally play a game with ray tracing, 4K, or what is it, 1440p for $300?
Yeah.
Like if I swear to God, if I didn't have $500, the Xbox Series S would be the move all day, every day. I'd buy that before I buy a fucking Switch. Yo, you get the Xbox Series S and Game Pass, nigga, you in there. You in there. Yep. You in there. And you'll never know that Indiana Jones looks better on the Xbox Series X unless you watch a video on YouTube. You'll never fucking know. And to be honest with you, a lot of girls, a lot of women, a lot of teenagers don't give a fuck about that. It's on me, you, and Tuck, or we call it the high end user. You know what I mean? We have $500 to splurge on the console, and we done got used to ray tracing and shit. The Xbox Series S has ray tracing. That console is powerful as shit, right? And nobody gives it any credit. And all of that bullshit that the Black Myth Wukong developers talking, but we can't fit it on your console. Bullshit. They found a way to fit Call of Duty on that bitch. They found a way to fit Senua's Saga 2, Hellblade 2 on that bitch. What's your story? Get out of here, man. But anyway, Tuck.
And then you hear the excuse that they come up with now. Oh, we're a little smaller. You know, we don't know how to optimize like they really should. I'm like, well, hell, call Microsoft down there and they can do it for you.
Exactly. But
as of right now, I don't even need that game. That game is dead to me. Hell, the game been out for 6-7 months now. I'm not gonna never play it.
We got so many games. We ain't worried about that shit. But anyway, man, guys. My biggest concern about the next Xbox is they gotta keep that shit sub $500. Like the reason why the PlayStation 4 sold like hotcakes was they took a loss on that console, released it at $400. We can hate PlayStation all day, every day, but that was smart, goddammit. I'm sorry, but that was smart. They released that bitch at $400 while the Xbox One was $500, and Xbox paid for that shit. But guess what? They learned from that, didn't they? They learned from that and released a $300 Xbox 6 years later, or however long it was. The smart companies learn from their mistakes, dude. They learn from their fucking mistakes. They got rid of Kinect. They learn from their mistakes. You got to keep that box under $500, man. You got to remember that people, the motherfuckers out in LA just lost their houses. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Well, and you know what, E-Rock, if I was them, if I was Microsoft, instead of you putting in stores, what I would do at first, I would just take pre-orders.
Yeah,
that's probably what I would do. Just take pre-orders and see what's going to sell first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The pre-orders? Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, because like you said, they when they got to pay for it, they got to pay for shelving and for the boxes and all that stuff, and that shit costs money right there. I didn't know how much money that stuff costs until I was working at GameStop. Shelf life,
mm-hmm.
They make a lot of money off shelf life.
Well, that's one of the rare instances where Xbox don't even pay for that. Daddy Microsoft pays for that. So they have trillions of dollars. They not worried about shelf space.
Yeah, they got trillions of dollars, but they ain't gonna worry about it. But I'm just saying.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But like getting shelf space at Best Buys and Target, that's the least of their fucking worries. Their big worry is keep that bitch under $500. I'm telling you, Xbox, if you keep that bitch under $500 or make it $450 and make the handheld be $275, so you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like Sony, look, Sony got some big ass balls. They got big heavyweight balls. They want to have their cake and eat it too. We want y'all to pay $70 for games and pay $750 for a console. That's crazy. And this dude, Reforged Gaming, is capping for that shit. Like he's some kind of cheerleader or he's some kind of fucking cuck. Like, nigga, you crazy. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And that's why Xbox released the Xbox Series S at what's that bitch, $300? They released it.
Sometimes you can get the Series S. I kid you not, for $250.
Do you know why they did that? They didn't really give a fuck about the box, Sega man. They wanted you to get in their ecosystem.
Yeah.
They wanted you to get in their ecosystem. Yo, this Game Pass is great. I think I'll keep it. Boom. That's another fucking $20 a month. Yo, man, them motherfuckers is smart, dude. They collecting $200 or $250 a year from 35 million people. Yo, them motherfuckers is smart, dude. They smart. And yes. And here on this podcast with Sega Man, we recognize smart companies on the Xbox Power Podcast. We don't recognize stupidity. We recognize intelligence. And as I get older, I'm learning to be more intelligent. I was always a smart dude. People don't know this about me, but I have a college degree. I was always a smart dude, but I only got wisdom as I got older. Xbox is exhibiting wisdom because they moved slow and steady wins the race. They understood that it wasn't a fucking sprint, it was a marathon. And now look, they got all the games. Game Pass is a success, and they don't need to rely on console sales. You understand what I'm saying? They can just let Game Pass do all the heavy lifting. And motherfuckers, they don't understand that. They hate it, but it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Like New Legal has said 4 years ago, big bank beats little bank every day. Simple as that.
Yep.
Now Reach Forward says Samsung was making Sony's TVs, which I know all about that. And I know they did leave Sony because they were on the bullshit, in which I do know about that. Man, yeah, Samsung was making, matter of fact, they using Samsung chips. Sony's using Samsung chips. So in other words, it's more like you making a Samsung product, really.
Well,
when it comes out of TVs.
They made it sound like Tuck. They're very smoke and mirrors. They made it sound like they made a Blu-ray. It wasn't them. It was Samsung.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now you see what they're doing with their Blu-ray movies. They're not making them no more.
Nope.
The world has changed, and the smart people changed with it. Netflix, Xbox. Xbox is transitioning into something else. Everybody was scratching their heads back in 2014 when Netflix was like, "Yo, man, we're gonna stop putting DVDs in the mail." And everybody was like, "Well, what do you mean? What? There's always been DVD players and DVDs." And Netflix was like, no, we about to do away with that shit. Yeah, I mean, no. You'll see. Just give it time. You'll see.
Yeah, and that's what they've done.
What do you mean? There's always been Comcast and cable television. Netflix is like, no. We're gonna do away with all that shit. You're gonna be able to stream shit in a couple of years from multiple services. At least 10 of them will be free. What do you mean free? You'll see. See, talk, Sega man. People always push back when the future is being shown.
Yeah.
They did it in 2013. What do you mean I can talk to an Xbox and watch TV? What do you mean? I want to play my games. They pushed back against it. Now people, 90% of Americans and 90% of people around the world, when they turn on their PlayStation or Xbox, they're turning it on to stream a television show, not to play a game.
Right.
To stream
what they're doing now.
Okay. Yep. So Xbox saw this like fucking 10 years ago. They saw this shit.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, man. So now with Game Pass, they're seeing that, and they've watched Steam, the Steam store, and they was like, yo, that's where we need to be. We need to be everywhere. We need to have our shit on every fucking thing. And of course, people are going to push back against it. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean you're not going to focus on exclusives no more? Because exclusives don't sell. Has it worked for Nintendo? No. Has it worked for Sony? No. Exclusives don't sell anymore. How is it you supposedly got 56 million consoles sold or shipped supposedly, and you only sold 1 million copies of Astrobot? That's a fail.
Yeah,
that's a failure.
That is a failure.
You failed. Exclusives don't sell consoles anymore. That's outdated thinking. And so Microsoft is just changing their way of thinking. And whether I like it, whether Sega Forever likes it, whether fucking D-Batch likes it, you either gonna get with the program or get left behind. It is what it is.
Yep.
It's gonna be one of the two.
You see, I mean, I know y'all don't pay attention to shit but you see WWE took Raw off of fucking USA Network and put that shit on Netflix. Now why they do that for?
You see what AEW did too.
That's right. They took their shit off of and put it on Max. Now why they do that for?
Make money.
Come on now. Say it again for the niggas in back ain't listening. The world is changing.
I mean, the AEW, they still got their shows on the channels, but people who got HBO Max, they can watch it on HBO Max.
They're reaching a broader audience. That's the smartest thing Tony Khan did in the last few years. They're reaching. You reach a broader audience by being on HBO Max or being on Netflix.
Yeah.
Xbox games reach a broader audience by being on Game Pass.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. You either learn from what's happening or you be stuck in last place. And that's why these new guys that are in charge of Sony, what are they talking about? We want to put more games on other consoles. It's happening. It's happening now, Crap Gamer. It's happening now, Red Dragon, whether you like it or not. PlayStation's already a third-party publisher. Whenever you fire, the last couple of years, whenever you fire up MLB The Show, what do you see? Sony Studios. Whenever you fire up Death Stranding, what do you see? PlayStation Studios. They look, by the time they figure this shit out, it'll be too fucking late, guys.
Already too late.
Yeah, it's already too late. Shit. Rain G4, you crazy.
They're trying to do all this changing all at once. I mean, like I said, it's not, to me, Mr. 100 call it a reboot. I call it the same bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Same bullshit, just different leadership. You only went down from one guy. You only went down from two guys to one guy, and you got to pay him his money. He ain't in there for free.
Yeah.
So
All right, brothers, we gotta wrap it up, man. I gotta get my ass to work.
Yeah, man, you better get to work for your boss. Be like, you know what? This is the last time the nigga that came in here late. He's out of here.
But I wanted to get together with brother E-Rock and brother Tuckman and do this podcast, man, because like I said, like you seen the title, man, PlayStation's in trouble, man. I mean, you guys, there's guys that want to deny sick. All you guys, you can deny it all you want. You can come in here and And shouts out to everybody. Cherry Bomb, shouts out there. Actually, before we go, I'm gonna name everybody after my brothers do their outro. I want to thank the chat. You guys were on fire today. All of you were on fire, bro. Every last one of y'all, man. But sick, man. You can deny it all you want. You can say about financial reports and Xbox this and Xbox that, dude. And I know you hear me. I know you can hear me. Your company's in trouble, bro. You can be in denial all you want. I don't have no ill will towards you, bro. And I know you like Sony and all that, and that's cool. But the reality is, man, your company and the games you like on there, they're in trouble, bro. They're in big trouble, man. If you want to gatekeep for them, keep on gatekeeping for them, man. But you're going to be outside that gatekeeping for them because they're in trouble. They're in big trouble right now, man. And they need all the help they can get. They need all the help they can get. Phil Spencer, man. He tried to help him with some games, and I keep saying this over and over again. Hi-Fi Rush fell over there. Pentiment fell over there. There's a whole bunch of games that fell over there. Now, Sea of Thieves did, I think, a little bit good, but a lot of games that went over there to try to help you guys out, y'all didn't buy them. You didn't support it. You did not support nothing. You don't support nothing that comes over there. You know why? Because it was on Xbox first. Yep. And that's why I don't buy or support it. We all know E-Rock, Hebot, Zinc, Tuck, Unlimited Productions, DF4568, all of us, Sega Forever. The only reason why you do not buy our games when they come over there because it was on Xbox first and your ass hurt and salty about it. And that's the reason why you will not buy it because it's an Xbox game on your console.
And you know what? That's a damn shame.
It is a damn shame. It's a shame though, Tuck, E-Rock. When I seen the Death Stranding was out, I bought it the first day.
I bought it too.
I bought a Sony game, guys. I'm just letting you know. Hey, over there, everybody in Sonyville, I buy your games.
Y'all bang me for $20, but I bought it. Yeah.
Because I tell you about Sega Man and E-Rock and Hebot and other ones like us. We buy your games.
Yep.
We buy your games. Yeah. We support the developer, but you don't support the developer.
Sega Man, I bought MLB The Show twice, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a boring ass baseball.
Ridge 4, I'm going to get you back on that one. That's hard. Tuck works at the same job from Morton works at.
The Tommy work at.
They're trying to work. Okay. I'm going to get him back on that one. That's
no, Rain G4. See, Tommy ain't have no job. Tuck actually got a job.
Yeah,
trust me.
I don't have a job.
Them niggas be at the water cooler waiting for this nigga. Yeah, his shit's legit.
But hey, guys, it's been fun with brother E-Rock and Tuck, man. It reminds me of the old days of Exile. Brother E-Rock, man. We still do the Exile. We still do the Exile podcast. When E wants to do something, we're always going to do something. We're always going to bring the Exile podcast back as much as we can. It is not gone. It is still here, but it was good to come out and talk about this, man. And we're going to keep talking about it, man. You know what I mean? Xbox is winning. Xbox is winning right now. You guys can say all the shit you want. You can damage control all you want. Reforge, Dreamcast lies, all you guys. And you know who else? I can't stand that one dude. Paris the fucking Flower Lily. I cannot stand him. He's another one, man. He's a big fake looking. It looks like them things on Nintendo, those grubby things, those little brown looking.
The little Goombas, what the fuck they are, yeah.
Yeah, that dude, man, he's another one that be out here, faking the funk out here in the Xbox gaming community. He's another one, man. He's another sucker.
Name him Paris the Flower?
Yeah, Paris the Flower Lily. You know what I mean? He's another.
That's a good name for him.
Yeah, he's another one. But on that note, man, we're going to do our outros. Tuck, big bro, thanks for coming, man, and being on the Xbox Power podcast with me and brother E-Rock. Brother, this is your always will be your home on the Exile, Unlimited Truth. All of us together, bro. You really were on fire, Tuck, today, man. You really spit some game, man. Tell everybody where they can find you, man.
Yeah, but there you go, DJ Tuck, man. So you can find me on the Lions Den. You can find me on this show right here with Sega Man and E-Rock. You can find me on the Unlimited Truth show whenever we decide to have it. To me, we got the best group of characters of a podcast because all we do is just speak the truth about what's going on with gaming. And that's basically about it. I mean, I had to give my shout out to Mr. 100 and One-on-One Dragon. Those guys, they speak the truth too. So, that's all I got to say about that. But y'all fellas, I'm going to get out of here because I have to get to go to work tonight. It'd be my first time working in almost 2 weeks now. So I got to get used to it again.
Oh, yeah, we hear you.
I'll talk to y'all fellas later. Hey, y'all, hey. And like I said, the only thing with what Sega Man and E-Rock, all of us said, all we do is eating good on our end, and all we do is multiply.
Yep, and Tuck, check out Tuck's channel. Check out the Lines Den. Tuck did a couple of podcasts, man, that were on fire, talking about Xbox and how they think Xbox is dead and it's over. It's not over. This is just the beginning. You guys are going to be madder and madder and madder every day.
I mean, and the only thing I'm saying is this: how can they say it's going to be over for us? And the thing about it is, we got the Game Pass. The Game Pass ain't going nowhere, fellas.
Nope. You know who's making it big right now? Before we let E-Rock do his outro, who's making it really big right now is putting out a lot of commercials is CD Keys. CD Keys been putting out a lot of commercials, man. You look on YouTube all the time. It always pops up CD Keys where you can get the Xbox Game Pass and all this other stuff. They've been putting out a lot of commercials, bro. Because
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's commercials all over about CD Keys. It's blowing up big time, bro. Because people is buying them Ultimate Game Passes, and the Game Passes is blowing up, man. It's blowing up. And Microsoft they're a company, they're a business. They know what to talk about and they know what not to talk about. You're never gonna know about those numbers. You guys can think that you know the numbers. You can estimate the numbers, but you will never know the numbers. They're a business. They know what to talk about and know what not to talk about, so they don't get ridiculed and get under that umbrella where people might stop, giving that money to them. You know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing, man. They're a business, man, and they're way better businessmen than Sony. You can see that right now. It's evident. Sony's crumbling, man. E-Rock and Sega Forever, they're going to be really happy because if they don't do some kind of a straightening up, man, they're going to crumble. They're going to fall, and it's not going to be nobody's fault but the ponies and Sony as a company. It's going to be their fault, man. On that note, brother E-Rock, man, thank you for coming, man, and rocking on with me, brother. Can do your outros, bro.
Hey, man, it's always good to hang out with my boy Sega, man. My number one with the gun, and man, it is what it is. We've been doing a 4-year, now 5-year intervention. That's all, man. You don't hate on us, man. We trying to help you out. We're your friends. Yep. We've been doing a 5-year intervention, man. But I see now there's no helping y'all with y'all drug addiction, so we're going to have to leave y'all alone. And with that, all I got to say is bye-bye.
Hey, man, on that note, me and E-Rock are getting out of here. I want to give a big shot to the chat. Me and E-Rock, we're going to give a big shot to the chat, man. Adidas 20, Others Inc., which is part of our crew. Ray MC. We got Earl 2? Earl 2. Deploy 619 in the building, man. Sick. Hey, man, if you want to come in here, cool. But if you do come in here sick, just expect to get that work. You know what I mean? You can damage control all you want about Sony, bro, but you're always going to get that work from either Hebot, E-Rock, myself, or even Unlimited Productions, bro. You're going to get that work, man. But hey, good luck, man. You're going to need it. So big shouts out to Deploy 619. Who else we got in here? Oh, what's up? Syrup 2? Sipit 2? I'm butchering some of these names. Rain G4, thank you for sliding through, brother. Smitty Smith in the house, man. I haven't seen you in a while, Smitty Smith. Thank you for joining us, man. Go Poe in the house. What's up, brother? Go Poe, Cookachu in the house. Who else we got? Let me see. Cloud Gamer 74, thank you for coming, brother. Eagles better beat the Chiefs.
I hope so.
They will. They Cloud Gaming 74. I believe they will. I believe they will beat the Chiefs, man. Big shots out to you, brother, and always come back. The Realest One. Thank you for coming, brother. Please come back and join us again. The Realest. He'd be over there with Techno Blast on our podcast with Slick Slayer. Come back and join us, Mr. Kima, as always. Andy, thank you for coming again, brother, and supporting. Let me see who else. Oh, Cherry Bomb. Thank you for coming and support, man. Really appreciate you, brother. Old school gamer out here. Durango Parker, I think it says GTA 6. He said. So yeah, guys, go Paul. Thank you, guys, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. We will come back with another. Maybe me and E-Rock will talk. We're gonna talk, man. We'll talk about the Exile. Maybe do another Exile podcast. Here fairly soon. When some good news comes back up, we're gonna try to get everybody on if we can. I know everybody's busy and got stuff to do, but we're gonna try to come back, guys, and do another podcast maybe later on this month or this new month coming up of February and things like that. We'll see, guys. But hey, on that note, man, you know what I say, man. Xbox for life. We don't die. We multiply. And everybody is saying it in their own way. And I'm glad that they are on their podcast. And what is that? My slogan. We're eating good over here. Peace. There's no greater next. Peace, guys.